Cambridge University graduate Jack Merritt has been named as the first victim of yesterday's London Bridge terror attack. The attacker, Usman Khan, was a former prisoner convicted of plotting to bomb the London Stock Exchange. He'd been free for almost a year and was wearing an electronic tag when he was shot dead by police after killing 2 people and injuring 3 others. Khan carried out his attack at a prisoner rehabilitation conference he was attending. The UK government is now facing questions over why he was freed halfway through a 16-year sentence. Sky News reporter Jason Farrell has more.
Usman Khan and his gang here under security surveillance in 2010. They were plotting to blow up the London Stock Exchange and to build a terrorist training camp in Pakistan. When he was convicted at Woolwich Crown Court in 2012, the judge said Khan and his co-defendants had an ambitious and serious jihadist agenda. He added, "In my judgment, these offenders would remain, even after a lengthy term of imprisonment, of such significant risk that the public could not be adequately protected by their being managed on licence in the community."
Not enough expertise exists anymore to put support measures and to monitor deceptive-natured individuals like Usman Khan.
So what happened? In February 2012, Khan was given a sentence called indeterminate for public protection, meaning he can't come out unless deemed safe. But amid fears they were being misused, IPPs were scrapped in December 2012, leading to many appeals against them. In April 2013, Khan went to the Court of Appeal and was successful in swapping his term to a determinate sentence of 16 years. Under law at that time, he only needed to serve half his sentence and did not require a parole board to be released. So he came out at the end of 2018 on an electronic tag. So now comes the political argument.
I have long said that this system simply isn't working. It does not make sense for us as a society to be putting people convicted of terrorist offences, of serious violent offences, out on early release.
But it was the Conservative coalition who ended Labour's indeterminate sentences.
I think we need to look at what happens in the prisons, what happens with the probation service, and what happens with the role of the parole board in this.
6 months after his conviction, Khan wrote a letter while in prison asking to go on a de-radicalisation programme because he wanted to become a good British citizen. It seems unlikely he was genuine, and this case poses a number of serious questions.
This is all about risk assessment, the ability to determine risk at the point of sentencing. Does the judge have access to all the information the judge needs, including potentially secret intelligence? Secondly, calculation of risk at the point of release. And there may be difficult issues for MI5 and counter-terrorism police to share intelligence that they have with the parole board. But there are tricky issues here, because if someone's been in prison for a long time, it may be the amount of intelligence that the authorities hold on that individual is relatively low because they've been in prison.
Others say issues around sentencing are a distraction from bigger issues.
The current counter-extremism approach is very broad, and what I'm saying is that I think that where the gap lies is the fact that we are not doing enough to counter the hateful ideologies that underpin the motivations for many of these people who are either inspired to carry out terrorist attacks or are engaged in other forms of extremist behaviour in our country.
And the lessons from how Khan went from jailed terrorist to someone able to kill may well impact on those still behind bars, due to be released.